Hey everyone, I think we're live. It's been so long since I've done a live stream. I've missed you guys. I've been on vacation. I was in Maui for a week, but I'm back and I'm so excited to connect with all of you here today. I'm with Deanna Durrell, who most of you know we've done quite a few videos together. Hi, Deanna. Let me introduce Deanna really quick. She is an intuitive love coach and spiritual mentor who helps women attract the kind of love they want to create in their lives and really feel confident from the inside out. So welcome and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello, everybody. It's so nice to just be here and to share some juicy wisdom because 2019 is going to be a transformative year for everybody.
Absolutely. And I feel like it's been so long since I've done this. I'm just making sure everything's working. And I believe it is, but for some reason I can't see the live chat. I'll try and figure that out in a second. But we're going to be doing something totally different today. We're going to be doing live goddess readings. And this is something I was talking to Deanna before we started. I actually know nothing about. I know nothing about this, but this is totally her specialty. And we really wanted to bring you something totally different for the beginning of the year. And we were chatting a few minutes before we started and she did my own reading and it was just so awesome. And I'm super excited. So she's going to kind of run this and take it over because again, this is totally new information for me, which I love. But it's really going to help you. So Deanna, can you give everyone a little information about what this is, how it works? And then of course, we're going to do some personalized things with everyone who's on the live chat today, right?
Absolutely. So what is a goddess reading? I've gotten that question over and over again, right? Some of you may be familiar with tarot or angel cards. And a goddess reading is different in the fact that it's really about what is going to help you to tune into your feminine energy for any given year or any given month. So I've developed a system that mixes numerology with intuition and goddess guidance to help you know what the heck the theme is for you this year so that you can plan accordingly, so that you don't let yourself get stressed out by unnecessary obstacles and you are putting your energy in the right places. And when it comes to love this year, there's so much potential. If you've been wanting a partnership or you've been kind of feeling stagnant in your relationship, these readings can give you a sense of clarity and a sense of direction so that you know where you're going and where you've been. And today what we're going to be doing, I'm going to give you an overview, a very generalized but simple overview of how to calculate your goddess year. You're going to be doing it by yourself, which is so cool. I'm all about empowering people to really trust themselves. And we're going to go through each of, there's nine year numbers, and I'll explain what the heck that means and what you need to know. And there's also a goddess associated with each of those. So we don't have time to go into the details of every single goddess. So I would encourage you as I'm going through this, as you find your number out, if you want to Google that goddess, you can learn more about how to connect with her. And we have something really special to share with you at the end. So be sure that you stay till then. Helena, did you want to add anything before we?
Yeah, I think you guys, the chat is just off and on, but yes, thank you for letting us know that this is working. I know it's something, YouTube's been really weird lately. There's a lot of things kind of breaking down, but yeah, everyone is hey ladies, oh my gosh, do me please. Love this. Oh my God, hello. Okay, thank you guys so much. We're so excited to connect with you here. If you guys like this, if it's helpful for you, we're going to hopefully do some more of these, maybe every month or so, right? So yes. That was a phenomenal explanation. Thank you so much. That was actually very informative for me personally. So, so you're going to help everyone calculate how to find their number, right? I'm going to, I'm going to go ahead and click on you so the camera just stays on you while you explain this, and we can just go from there. I'm so excited to jump into this.
Sounds great. Okay, so the other thing before we go into the numbers is, what is 2019 about? So what's the general energy of 2019? And 2019, in a very broad sense, is about going outside your comfort zone. So last year, I know a lot of you shared with us, it was a kind of a tumultuous year. It was felt all over the place. You may have had a lot of opportunities come and go, relationships, ups and downs. This is the year where you can really take a risk and spread your wings and see what is it that you actually desire, not what you think you should have, not what came before and you're settling for, but what do you actually want to put your energy towards, and really trusting that you can pull that back and you can really create anything you want from this place of just open space, which is what 2019 gives us. It's the big gift. It's like a clean slate for everybody in so many ways. Karmically, I can get super woo, but I'm not going to. But essentially, if you want to start over, now is the time. And we just had the lunar eclipse in Leo, which lunar eclipses are about feminine energy. So if you have had trouble sleeping, or you felt a little bit off, or just emotional and sensitive to noises or people, communication might have been a little stifled, it kind of feels like the new year really starts in February. Like, don't beat yourself up if January has felt a little bit wonky, because it's like all the loose ends are getting wrapped up to prep you for your greatness, for what it is that you really want to pull in. And it's so easy to get, like, again, bogged down by the things that maybe are presenting themselves as challenges, or things that you thought you dealt with, maybe even exes coming back into your space. So if any of that is happening, let us know in the chat if that resonates with any of you guys. And let's go into the personal year. So here is how to calculate it. And I want to start off by saying that, like Helena said, we did a reading like literally 2 minutes before we went on for her. And it's super, super accurate. Here's what you need to know. You need your month, and you need the day that you were born, and then you need the number 3, right? So I'm going to just do an example, and I hope everyone can see this. So if you were born on January 12th, you're going to add, yes, I'm making you do math, everyone. You're going to add 1, because January is the first month of the year. And then you're going to break the 12, break it up into 1 and 2. And so what do we get? We get 4. Okay. And then you're going to add the number 3. And why? If you add 2019 and reduce it to a single digit, you'll get 3. But let's make it easy. Just add 3. So you have 4 plus 3. Whoever this is would be a personal goddess year of 7. Okay, so let's just go over that again really quickly. You're going to write the month plus the day that you were born, and you want to break it up if you were born on a double digit, and then add the number 3. And keep reducing it down until you get to 1 number. So
I just want to jump in. Is this by the way, this is totally resonating with everyone. Someone said, I feel that energy. I'm completely starting my life over, new job, new home. Someone else, I've been crying all week. I'm starting starting my life over. My ex left me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was telling Deanna right before we started, like, I just got back from this amazing vacation in Maui, and I'm so burnt out already. After just a week back, I feel like, and so everything she told me before we started totally made sense. Does that make sense, you guys, with how to calculate it? Because it took me a couple times. Okay, good. Some people are putting in their numbers. It took me a few times to kind of get it. So my birthday, let's do one more example. So so like my birthday is August 4th. So that would be 8 plus 4, correct?
Right. Yeah, and I'll write it. We'll do it together. So August 4th. Okay. So she was born on August 4th. So August is the 8th month, and she's going to add plus 4, and we get 12. Okay. But we want to make it easier. So we want to keep reducing that. Right. So 1 plus 2.
Cat Leo is just joining. Yeah.
Okay. So we get 3, and then we have to add 2019, which is, we always add 3. So Helena's personal goddess year is 6.
Okay, yeah, so just keep, sorry, Leo's been joining me for every video I've made today.
Bella would join me, but I'm out in my room. She's like, so if you guys are barking, that's my puppy. They love, like, any kind of spiritual energy. Animals are drawn, so that's not unusual.
Yeah, so just keep reducing it down. Keep reducing it down until it's a single digit is Correct. What we want to say. Yeah, I'm just giving people time to calculate their own year. But is this making sense to you guys? Let us know in the chat. Because, you know, Deanna's going to go through every single number. There's 9 of them, because it's going to be all single digits, right?
Right. And I want to preface this by saying, like, I am really bad at math. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. And if you have questions about that, let me know.
Okay, so let's see. Some people are saying, okay, not sure how to do it, still confused. Yes, thank you. Yes, clear. Okay, so you guys get that? Yeah. Okay, so 10-1. Someone's saying 10-1. Can you do 10-1 real quick just to show one more time?
Yeah. Okay, so that's a good point, right? If the month is a double digit, you're still just going to break it up. So I'm going to just break that into 1 plus 0 plus 1. So that's 2, right? And then we always have to add 3 for the personal 2019. So then your goddess year would be 5.
Okay, can you also do August 16th?
Yes.
And Sharon, to answer your question, if your number's 21, yes, you reduce it to 3. Yeah, reduce it down to a single digit.
Okay, so August 16th, we got another Leo. 8 plus 1 plus 6, right? So we have that. So 8, 9 plus 6 is 15. And then 15 plus 3 is 18. And then 1 plus 8 is 9. So your final number should be 9. So you just keep breaking all the numbers down until
yeah. So Tasha, for September 14th, that'd be 9 plus 1 plus 4.
And then and then add 3 for
add 3. 3 is for 3 is for the year 2019. 2 plus 1 plus 9, right?
Correct. Okay. Yeah. And we will have time to do a few live readings. So once I go through all of these, Helena is going to be fielding those. And just know that, you know, you are going to get your own intuitive insights as we go through these. Everybody listening to this is very intuitive, even if you've had past disappointments in love. So just trust that. Okay, so are we ready to go through all the numbers, Helena?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to put the camera on you again and just take us through everything. And hopefully if you guys stick around to the end, we can do a couple personal live readings. If you have time, that would be great. So let's get started.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to give you the themes, right? And so the themes are very, very broad on purpose because everybody is different. So if you got a 1, if you're in a goddess year of 1, this symbolizes independence, freedom, leadership, and new beginnings. Okay? All of those themes are what the universe is kind of guiding you towards. And as far as the relationships go, right, this can really be helping you to break free of old relationship patterns, to start, you know, dating again for the first time, to instigate, you know, having a friend date that's been down in the dumps. Like, it can show up in so many different ways, but the energy is independence and freedom. So then if you got a 2, self-compassion and partnership. So this is I always say that number 2 is like table for 2, please, right? It's really cozy. It involves another person, and it's really about creating a peaceful space for yourself inside and out of your relationships. Then if you got a 3, this is all about beauty, a year of beauty, freedom, and fancy-free energy. And I channeled all of these, you guys. So some of the words that I'm using may sound a little weird, but that's what came out. So beauty in the sense of really adorning your environment to welcome new love, for example. Again, freedom, maybe you want to try dating different people and seeing how that feels. Fancy-free energy is about trying new things without getting so attached to the outcome that you're like trying to force it. And I know as women, we tend to do that, right? It can be so hard to detach from something that you really want, but part of the energy moving is to stay open. Okay. Any questions on those 3 before we go on to the next couple of numbers? Everybody get those?
I think I'm just switching it back. So it switches back. Yeah. Let's see. Are you guys, is this resonating with you guys? Is this, I love that. Like, that is great. I know, so I was a 6, right? And so everything you told me totally resonated. I'm just curious, how is this landing for you guys? But yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is great.
All right. So 4, if you got 4, this is a year of stability, hard work, and building a strong foundation. I call this the hard work year. And it's actually a really, really great year. I just came out of a 4-year in 2018. And it's all about getting you grounded, right? Preparing you for the big thing. And we're talking about love on this channel. So preparing you for the soulmate partnership. This might be the year where you've had enough of the one night stands. You've had enough of the sort of, Mr. Right nows, and you're ready for Mr. Right. Okay, number 5. If you got 5, this is a year of communication, change, movement, and bold risks. And this one can feel like kind of a chaotic year, but it's also a super fun year. So this is a year where you'll get a lot of people trying to communicate with you in different ways. So you might be trying a new online app when you've previously said you were never going to do online dating. And being open to trying new things and having energy move. So you might be going through an actual physical move or just moving emotional energy a lot this year. Then we get to 6, which was Helena's year, is about ruling your creative and personal kingdoms, nurturing and giving birth to something. So this is a year where I see a lot of my clients who have been trying to get pregnant and have the baby, or birth a project or write a book. It's that thing that's been behind the scenes, just quietly nudging you, get me out. And this is the year where it happens. Then we have the 7, which is about spiritual attunement and awakening. It can feel like kind of a lonely year, but it's actually meant to teach you to love your own company, so that when you do meet that person, you are a whole person. You're not looking for them to complete you. You're solid in yourself. 7 is one of my favorite years, even though, again, it feels like you're alone a lot. It's really helping you to strengthen that inner courage muscle. Then we have the last 2, you guys. So if you're in a goddess year of 8, expansion, leaving a legacy and believing that there are more than enough people that are right for you. This is a big one. If you look at the number 8, it's like the infinity sign. It's infinite possibilities. How can you get bigger? How can you really create a relationship and dynamics that are going to last a lifetime? It's not okay to just do the shallow thing. And then the last one, 9, is about releasing, letting go, shedding, and knowledge. So this is the year where you make the big announcement that you're quitting your job, or you're leaving the relationship, or you're getting married and you're letting go of your singleness. Whatever it is, it's big, it's dramatic, but it's based on solid knowledge. So those are the 9 numbers. Is there anything that you guys want me to repeat? Anything that was unclear? Just pop it into the chat and let me know.
Yeah, can you see the chat? Or I don't think you can. I could just everyone's saying 4 was really spot on. Stability, that was my major point in the interview. Let's see, I got 2, and my solar return is in the 7th house. Met someone I really liked. Please let go. 9, please let go of singleness. A lot of people are saying, can you repeat this number? Can you repeat that number? If they're just joining, how do you calculate it? So I think, when we publish the replay, just so you're not having to go over them over and over and over, somebody asked, if they're a 10, do you calculate it? Would that be 1 plus 0? Meaning
yes.
Would that be 1? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So break it all down to a single digit. I think would be helpful too. This is our first time doing this, you guys. So thanks for sticking with us as we kind of feel our way through this, and we can post, if you have one, Deanna, we could post a thing in the description for how to calculate it, if that's easier.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay. Someone said so we'll publish this and then everyone can go over their number. Yeah, I know for me, that totally resonated. Number 6. Oh my gosh, completely. Someone said, will you go into next year with the meaning after your number? For example, I'm a 6, so I'm having a baby, but next year I'll be a 7. Oh, that's interesting. How does that work? Would that just be something to save towards the end of the year?
So to calculate it for next year, right, you would have to do 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9, or 2 plus 2 for 2020, right? So you would add a 4 at the end. So yeah, if it's just one more number, then you can kind of forecast for the year ahead. Absolutely.
Someone asked, for 1, is this a good year to begin new romance?
Yes, it's a year of new beginnings and freedom and leadership. I would say if you're 1, you're gonna probably be encouraged to take the lead a little bit more than you might be used to. So if you've been kind of sitting and waiting a lot, this might be the year to make the move or to give a really clear signal using eye contact or kind of feminine energy to drive something forward. So it's not the sit back and wait year.
I love that. Someone asked if you reduce it to get a master number 11, do you still reduce? Yeah. So if you have 11, you reduce that 1 + 1. So that would be a 2.
That's a great point, though. I want to make a point about master numbers. So if you do get 11, 22, 33, or 44, and this is kind of advanced numerology, but I'll give you an overview. It just means like whatever that number is. So like, let's use the 11, for example. That is like heightened responsibility around 2. So in this case, partnership is like really, really heightened, extra heightened this year. Self-compassion, again, it's like to the next level. When you see master numbers, it's not just about you, it's about like helping to raise that energy for the whole world. It's a big deal. And if you do get a master number, it means you're ready for it. So don't be scared of that. It's just, you might be getting more responsibility than you planned for, but it's all going to be good.
So good. I love it. Yeah. Someone says, I'm a 9. I'm starting school to get my master's. Does that correlate?
Perfect. Yeah. Because the 9 is knowledge. And I would say, because it's also releasing and letting go, ask yourself what thoughts do I need to let go of in order to go into school with the best mindset, right? Because if you're thinking, oh, I'm too old to start school, or like this class is going to suck, or I'm just so far behind, that's not going to set you up for a powerful year. So what do you need to let go of? I love that, actually, that dovetails into this next tip, which is taking themes.
Can we do one more question? Quick question.
Yeah.
By the way, for everyone saying I'm just joining, how do I get my number? We will publish this as soon as we're done, and this will all make so much more sense and be clear. Kayla is a 7, and she says, how do I fully embrace my awakening?
So for 7s, it's about getting quiet. So cutting out distractions. Meditation is like the number 1 thing I would recommend. And it doesn't have to mean sitting still in a room like a monk. You might meditate while you're walking or dancing. But the point is to be mindful, to be conscious of what you're doing. A spiritual awakening can happen anywhere, right? You don't have to go to Bali with the guru to have a spiritual awakening. It's about being extra tuned into yourself and listening to yourself this year.
Love it. Amazing advice. And then one person said, if they're a 3, should I not expect to find my life partner this year if I'm a 3? You can totally attract your life partner. What it does mean is that it's going to come from an energy of you feeling free and beautiful. It's not going to come from this like more serious energy of like, I'm making a plan and I'm going to join 10 apps and I'm going to get on Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock. Like, just stay open to your world. It's a very feminine kind of Aphrodite-like vibe. Love it. And there's so many great ones. Yeah, similar question. Danny says, number 4 says building a strong foundation, preparing for partnership. Does that mean I won't get into a relationship this year?
No, I mean, no. I would say, like, as a general statement, none of these are indicative of whether you're going to get into one or not get into one. Like, that's up to you and how much you desire it, and also the timing of everything, right? But what it can give you is a point of reference on how to build the strongest partnership. So if you're a 4, that means you're going to be asked to look at your shit this year. Okay. And once you do, then you're going to clear a lot of space to attract the type of man that has also dealt with his stuff, instead of, the men that maybe you've been settling for in the past.
So good. So good. And then gosh, so many good ones are coming in. Don't keep that in mind, that tip you were going to, because I know I really want to get into that in 1 minute. One person asked, how does the 1 energy relate if you're already committed? And number 9, will I find my new purpose in life after an abusive marriage? Someone's asking, what is this system being used called? So the 1, the 9, and can you explain the system a little bit for people just joining?
Yeah, so let's break that down. So the first question was about the person is in a relationship. Is that right?
Yeah, she says, how does the one energy relate if you're already committed?
Okay, so this is a strong year for you to look at where you may have been forgetting your own passions, right? Oftentimes we'll get into partnership and we will be so ingrained in their energy and the relationship that we forget about who we are as individuals, and women. So it could be something as simple as going back to that yoga class that you keep putting off, or seeing friends and really balancing that out within the partnership.
Got it. Great one. And then Alexandrina, such a pretty name, says, what should I expect from love life if I'm a 6 personal year? Thank you.
Well, for love life, again, giving birth. So in this case, if you've been wanting a relationship, this could be the year where you give birth to your best self. Again, this can be interpreted so many different ways. And there's other numbers that we can look at, but not for the sake of this video.
Awesome. Okay, yes, let's move on to the next little segment of this that we wanted to mention. Deanna, you were about to give like a tip for everyone, right?
Yeah, so this is just kind of a next level step if you are really resonating with these themes, is just ask yourself, like let's just use the one for an example. So I said the themes for the 1 year are independence, freedom, and new beginnings. So in your journal, you might turn it into a question. That's the tip, is to turn these into a question that feels relevant to what you're wanting to bring in. So where do I need to allow myself the freedom, right, to be more of me this year? Or what is it that I'm like letting go or starting over? Like what could a new beginning look like? What does it feel like? Just taking the theme and turning it into a question. So, and I'm not going to do that for everybody, but like that's something that you can do with yourself to get some deeper insights.
I love it. This is so great. Are you guys resonating with this? Would you like this as like maybe a monthly thing that we do, or bi-monthly or something like that? Like, this is I love how different this is. And I'm so ready for like different things and like bringing in new energies and stuff on my channel. So this is like perfect. Is there anything else we wanted to, I know before, like we're going to talk about this at the end, but I just want to throw it in here now. Deanna, can you tell everyone a little bit about your Empowered Goddess Society and how they can get a free month there?
Absolutely. So if you're resonating with this and you love things like readings and getting mini insights, I am giving everybody that is watching right now a free month in my Empowered Goddess Society, which is my monthly membership program for goddesses to really tap into their feminine energy and feel more confident, not just in relationships, but in all areas of your life. So come check it out. You get a month free to see if it's for you. And I do weekly readings for the ladies in our private group. Like every single week, you can ask a question, get a card pulled, and communicate and connect with women from all over the US and the world, and just feel supported. Because so often we feel like we're in our little bubbles. We feel like we're alone. And this is our time, ladies. So you do not have to manifest and go at it alone. I'd love to have you. And the link is below in the description. And if you have any questions about it, let me know. But I'd love to welcome all of you.
Yes, amazing. And I'm just kind of like scrolling through the chat as you're talking. And yeah, it sounds like everyone wants more of this monthly. So I really like this. Thank you. Let's see. Janet says your videos have helped me to value myself and focusing on other stuff. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Can you look up more about the years on the internet? Charlotte asked. I imagine you can, right?
Yeah. If you look up personal year and just put in numerology, you can learn more. This is my system that I've developed, through my spiritual practice. So I'm a 3rd generation medicine woman, and it's a combination of traditional numerology, but then also that goddess energy. So there's so much stuff that we can go deeper into. Like if you're a 1, right, there's a certain goddess that goes with the 1, and nobody's talking about that. That's a system I developed on my own. So if you want to learn more about that, definitely check out the society, or you guys can find me on Facebook.
Amazing. Yeah. Danny says, thank you so much. That's so nice. I love this concept. Thank you. Oh my God, spot on. Yes, monthly. I love learning about this. So Sharon says, please do this monthly. Okay. I hope that works for you, because I would love to have you on every month. People are asking, like, can can this number and this number be compatible and have a healthy relationship? Maybe we should do a whole nother live stream on that, right? Or is that even a thing? Like, I'm sure it is, right? If a man is this number and you're this number.
So for the personal years, it actually doesn't have any relevance to compatibility because it's about the theme of your year, right? Like your year is going to be different every single year. But, you know, it's interesting if you have a partner to have them do theirs and see, like, it can help with communication. Like right now, you know, my partner and I are actually in the same number, and we're like total opposite personalities, but we're both in a 5-year, and it's all about change and communication and movement. So, you know, I'm negotiating a lot of travel this year, and he's used to me being like in one place, and he's, you know, looking at different avenues to get into his passions. And so I have to be respectful of that. So it can help you tune into each other's priorities or differing priorities and see like, oh, I don't have to take this personally. They're just going through their 5-year, which is crazy and unexpected. So I'm going to, like, you know, take care of myself and be supportive instead of letting it become a thing.
Wow, that is so amazingly helpful. Thank you for that clarification. So this is for your year, and if you guys are in a relationship, calculate his year, and it might help with like the communication or understanding like where he's coming from or what he's going through right now. Amazing. Wow.
Yeah, me too, right? Like if you start to get pissy, you're like, okay, honey, this is what this year is about for me. Like, you need to respect it, and it's not personal. Like, I need to work on my book, or I need to like be with my friends as well as you. And there's a system that you can show him.
So amazing. I love that so much. So is there, what else was there something else we wanted to do? Was there some kind of like generalized kind of reading or something that you wanted to add here?
No, you know what? I wasn't sure where this would fit in, but I instinctively brought my goddess cards out. So we can pull a card just for everyone in all time zones. And, you know, I always say with spirit, they don't care, right? Time and space doesn't matter. So even if you're watching this way after we record, it still applies to you. So I would just, if you'd like to participate in this, I would like everyone to close your eyes and just take a deep breath and really feel into your heart and just tune into what's the most important thing for you right now. What would you all like to get insight on? And I'm going to pull a card that's going to apply to every single person, and you're going to get your own message. So I'm going to just tune into my intuition to tell me when to stop shuffling. Keep holding that thing, you guys. This is so much fun. Okay. Oh my gosh, how perfect is this? So again, you guys are going to get different things from this card. This is about, well, I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to pose this. What do you get when you see this for you, for your question, for that desire? I will let you know that this goddess, Mawu, is an African goddess of the earth. And so, you know, as a general message right now, our earth really needs our help, but it starts with each of us, right? And how you talk to yourself. Are you speaking kindly to yourself? Are you treating each other with respect? And then also I see, like, intuitively, like, seeing the bigger picture. So not letting yourself get bogged down by like petty drama or gossip or past hurts, and just seeing like, what's the bigger purpose of this in my life and how can I keep moving forward?
I love it. I'm just taking, let me just click it so it's not just stuck on you. Amazing. That was so good. Let's see what people are saying here. Manifest. The world is yours. She's manifesting the world. Yes, amazing. Yeah, that is so, gosh, we should really do more of this, because this is, I mean, like, so many new things can be brought up. I mean, there's so many different interpretations of that, right?
Totally.
amazing, especially given the information you just gave for each person's number. So that was fantastic. It sounds like this is totally resonating with everyone. I keep looking distracted by the chat because this is so fun and different and new, and I just love it. So anything else you want to add about this or about your Empowered Goddess Society? By the way, she's offering free, 1 month free.
Yes,
do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So, it's really built around this concept that as women, we are powerful, but we have forgotten our power, right? And so anything that you want to bring in, and a lot of you have been saying to Helena, like, I want to learn how to cultivate this feminine energy that seems like out of reach. And like, how can I stop trying to control everything in my love life and just trust? And a big part of why I created this society is that you can come together with other women and learn how to use your feminine energy in a way that maybe you're not used to, so that it doesn't have to be hard. So you don't have to be stuck in your head trying to figure stuff out, but you're in your heart really feeling into what it is that you desire and how to really birth that into the world. So every single month, like I said, we have weekly goddess readings that you can just ask questions and get like quick insights. And we also have a monthly new moon call with me on Facebook Live. So I do a group energy healing to kind of help you clear stuff out from the month before so that you can start to see your path ahead. And I also give you a masterclass. I'll bring in a guest teacher, a guest expert from my inner circle, or I'll teach the class on a variety of topics. Like this past month, we had Maria Tan, best-selling author, coming on to teach us about being in an abundance mindset when it comes to money, but also love. And so you get a different perspective and you get to meet women from all over the world. So I hope that you guys take advantage of it. Check it out in the description. And like I said, if you have any questions at all, let me know.
I love that. I love that. Everyone is saying, I love this. Thank you so much. Someone said, I've definitely forgotten my power. Love the goddess. I have the power to manifest. I'm definitely going to be joining. Amazing. Yes, everyone go check that out. It's in the description right now. You can just click on I'll add it to the comment section too. So this was awesome. I know a lot of people join like halfway through and they want to learn how to calculate their numbers. So we'll go ahead and end this now, and I'll publish the replay so you guys can learn how to do that. And it's actually it's not as complicated as it sounds. You just need just need to watch the beginning of this. So this was amazing. Thank you so much. Sounds like everyone would love more of these, so we should definitely do this again soon. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you again very soon, hopefully.
Bye. Thank you so much for having me. It was so nice to connect, ladies.